White buffalo woman, hopeful heart, see her sign. Have hope, for you are pure of heart, and white buffalo woman appears as a divine sign of rebirth and harmony. She is the way shower who lives as one with Great Spirit. She teaches the practices that will free and empower us all. She heralds the birth of the divine upon a new earth. You are held in her heart, and you will recognize her beautiful grace of spirit in your own. This oracle signifies hope and reunion after a challenging or dark time. There will be harmony and coming together in sacred purpose after putting pain and conflict behind you. A birth of something pure and true shall happen under the auspices of Great Spirit. Forgive yourself and others, and lay claim to the purity and goodwill that is your heart's true nature. Spiritual blessing is bestowed. Your actions are in accord with heaven. Complete release and renewal shall take place. The good and true will triumph in the end. Have faith, for your prayers are being answered. In the Native American tradition, the Syx mother, white buffalo woman, is a symbol of rebirth and spiritual promise. The story of her coming tells of two young men who witnessed her divine radiance. One watched with appropriate awe, whilst the other simply desired white buffalo's woman's body and stretched his hand out to touch her. His disrespect cost him his life, as lightning struck him down, just as the correct recognition afforded the other man spiritual blessing. White Buffalo Woman evokes the restoration of the sacred. She demands respectful relationship with each other. Whether you like the person or agree with their various worldviews is irrelevant, and requires that we each assume our rightful place in the community, which means not discontinuing your talents, nor trying to take a place by force. For those of us attempting to awaken higher values and closed hearts that are unwilling to shift from the more self-serving ways, White Buffalo Woman brings a message of divine justice. This is not about revenge or mean-spirited definition of karma, and people getting what they deserve, for if one is disconnected enough from the heart to be self-serving, then one is already in a living hell. The divine justice that White Buffalo Woman heralds is the restorative and corresponding power of Great Spirit that will always find a way. If Great Spirit needs to use an unlikely candidate to do that, then it will. The divine is not limited to what we think is going to work. It is powerful in ways that are beyond human comprehension. It is able to enact divine law and elicit restoration, even when we wonder if it's all falling apart before our eyes. This doesn't mean that we give up our fight, but rather that we are renewed with optimism and enthusiasm to embrace our journey with the greatest ally working alongside us. We find comfort knowing that Great Spirit is with us, not doing for us, but neither turning away from us or in our need. We feel a more powerful, peaceful trust in the ultimate success of our purpose. For no matter how many twists and turns the path takes behind and in front of every unexpected obstacle, Great Spirit is present. Behind every at first unwanted adversary through which we develop an important skill or deepen our unconditional reliance and trust in the divine, Great Spirit is there. For those of us that love the light and labor with great passion and perseverance, we need legitimate signs of hope to help us keep the faith in our progress and trust in the value of our contribution. For the evidence of good works is not always seen straight away, that the spiritual worlds love us enough to send us saviors, and a testament to just how closely we are held and known in the divine heart. These divine beings help us when we are struggling to make the transition into the next stage of our spiritual evolution. Individually and collectively, Savior beings are our spiritual midwives, the birthing mothers and protective fathers who are guiding the human collective into spiritual maturity. White Buffalo Woman brings you the saving grace to progress spiritually and to know in your heart and soul that ye shall see the sacred restored to its rightful place in spiritual harmony between heaven and earth. Healing process. With one hand on your heart, say aloud, such is your love, Great Spirit, that our every human need is anticipated. And in times we have lost our way, you send us a Savior, one who loves us with such passion and purity that they are moved to action on our behalf. May we open our hearts to such saying, grace, and truly embrace your ways. Great Spirit, bringing the harmony of heaven to earth, through my own free will and divine grace, so be it. If there are any names of people, including yourself, who need a blessing of hope, healing, and renewal, you can call for special assistance now by saying, I call for special assistance of divine dispensation, through unconditional love, divine redemption, and mercy for. List your chosen names of people for places and communities, groups, or situations, causes, or creatures that move your heart. Then simply place your hands in prayer at your heart and bow your head. If you can imagine a powerful shining white buffalo within your heart, radiant and kind and rare, a sign of true hope, renewal, and divine miracles of healing, allow yourself to feel touched by the radiance, the otherworldly grace and beauty of this creature in your heart. He will fade away softly, spreading his presence out as light to all those on your list. Or if you did not state a list, then he will spread his light to the world as a whole. Rest for a moment in the bliss of this blessing. You have completed your healing process.